Hey everybody, Ckey here. I'm excited about this video per the usual, but I honestly don't know how I'm going to format it yet. All I know is I had an idea about doing a video for you guys, showing you guys how to fix like common makeup mistakes as well as tips and tricks. And so I wanted to create a video where you can find everything in one video. Well, not everything, but the tips that I'm going to share right now. So the ones that I wanted to talk about are some of the questions that people ask me, as well as some of the mistakes that I make and I need to fix during my process of putting on makeup, okay? I was going to do a voiceover, you guys, but I was like, you know what? Whenever I do voiceovers, I feel like the voiceovers go so quick or the videos move so fast that I don't get a chance to explain everything in detail like I would when I talk. However, when I do talk throughs, y'all know I have the gift of gab. So I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. We are going to see what happens in this here video. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is wing liner or even just regular eyeliner mistakes. Now, you guys know that I put on my wing liner with like two hands, okay? So we are not gonna show you me applying the wing liner in this video because I do have a video where I show you exactly how to apply wing liner and how to apply lashes. I'm gonna show you how to straighten it up or fix any mistakes that you may have during a wing. And the truth of the matter is, y'all, I feel like, because I don't wear wings as much as I used to, I feel like I end up fixing it more often than not. So I'm going to pop this liner on real quick, and then we're going to move on to the other tips and tricks because I'm excited to share. You know why? Hashtag sharing is caring. Let go. So before I get started with the wing liner, I do want to tell you guys another tip because I usually do this while I'm applying my liner, which is prepare my glue, my lash glue for my lashes. Now I know that the packaging, this is the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive. I know that on the packaging it says to let it dry for 30 seconds and then to put it on your lash and then apply your lash and everything is great. No, that doesn't work for me. I don't know who that works for, but you guys, I literally get the glue ready. I don't even want to show you what I get it ready on because it's a mess right now. Put it on like, you know, maybe like a case where my lashes are in or a box that my lashes may come in. I'll place it on there. I'll do my liner. And by the time I'm done with my liner and applying mascara and letting that dry a little bit, it is perfect. Now I'm telling you, if you do what they say on the packaging and you let it dry for 30 seconds, I find that it is not all the way tacky, not tacky enough like I like it. And I feel like it's slipping and sliding while I'm putting on my lashes and we don't, But I know that it's always moving and it's hard for me to place it. And then it gets messy. And so I just found that this works best for me. So test it out 30 seconds and then test it out this way and let me know what you think. And I guarantee y'all, you'll be like, girl, who knew? Okay, so the day that I tell y'all I'm gonna show you how to fix your wing liner, it's not too shabby. It's not bad at all. Now they're not twins, girl, but won't nobody know, okay? So what I would use if I actually had a mistake, and I use this for my mascara mistakes too, which we're gonna get to, but I use these mini pointed Q-tips right here. And this package is actually from Nigel's Beauty, but you can get some from Friends Beauty, you can get them from Morphe, you can get them from any place that sells products for makeup artists, okay? And so you can take some moisturizer, you can take some makeup remover, but I caution you, if you are gonna use a moisturizer or if you are gonna use a little bit of makeup remover that has oil in it, once you clean it up, you want to make sure that you wipe it really good because when you go to apply your wing liner, when you go to fix it or to continue it or to add on to it, it will slip and slide and it will not behave right. Please take note of that. Please. I'm telling you, been there, done there, got the t-shirt. So you just take it and you line it up. And you see, it just makes it perfect. And then you can just take the other side and just wipe it from where it gets that little streak, right? I mean, that's if you want it as sharp as a knife, just saying. Now we're gonna move on to the lashes and I'm gonna apply some mascara. And I usually make a mess with this right here. But if I don't, I'll make one on purpose just so I can show you guys. Let's just do one like that, an intentional mistake. How about that? Now this happens to me a whole lot on my lid, especially when I'm doing a natural look, not really rocking any eyeshadow, not rocking any liner. It always gets on my lid. So the trick to this, especially if you're that person that applies your makeup before you do your eyes and all that, and you get a little on your face as well, trust me, it happens. Then you let it dry. If you mess with it while it's still wet, it is going to smear all over the place. So we're just going to let that dry and then we're going to move on to our lashes. Now I'm not going to apply apply these babies on camera because the whole purpose of talking about the lashes and the lash adhesive was to let you know to let that glue dry all the way down to where it's semi-tacky. Always remember to trim your lashes to fit your eye perfectly, because a lot of times people will just place a lash on. They think they can just use it straight out of the package, and sometimes you can. But a lot of times you are irritated or your eye is tearing up all throughout the night because you did not trim it according to your proper size. And it can be very annoying. It can make your eyes tear up, which causes your makeup to mess up because now you got makeup running and everything. And then you're just irritated all night. So I'm going to apply these lashes and then we'll move on to this situation. So the lashes are on, and now we're just going to take a little Q-tip thing, and you see how that just comes off? You just wipe that baby off and bam, it's off. And I let it sit there the whole time. And there you go. Now we're red. Red, aka ready. So we're going to move on to foundation. Now, foundation can be an extreme hassle, especially if you're buying foundation online or if you go to the store and you have a hard time picking out your shade, right? So 9 times out of 10, if we pick up a foundation that is not our exact match, we kind of panic because we don't want to go through that whole process again. But girl, I'm here to tell you that NYX Pro Foundation Mixer, it works. I know it works. No, but seriously, it works for me. They have one in warmth, which will give you a little more red. They have one in white, which will make it a little bit lighter for you. And this one is one that I've been using a lot. This is an olive, and it just seems to help because a lot of foundations that I get, which y'all know, if you have been on my channel for any length of time, you guys know that there are not very many foundations that match me perfectly, and I always have to mix. So this is one of those foundations. This is the Pure Beardoll foundation, and I love it. It is nice. It is great, girl, but it is not my exact match. So I add a little bit of that olive to it, and life is great. However, don't panic. If you do not have this, do not panic, girl, because sometimes I will use another foundation to mix. Let's say a foundation is pretty close to, it's pretty close to my skin tone, pretty close to my undertone, but it just doesn't quite do it. I will mix this with something maybe a little darker or lighter. I'll just play around with the concoction until I come out with, something that I like or something that I need or is close to my skin, okay? So this is the Pure foundation, and that is what it looks like. I mean, it is almost perfect, but I feel like it is lacking a little bit of olive. So usually when I mix my little olive with it, that is what it looks like over here on that side. So I just usually do half and half, but you may have to play with your concoction, okay? But don't be discouraged because you can do it. You got this, girl. You got this. I believe in you. I believe foundation mixing's in your future. I don't know. Don't even ask. So I'm just going to apply this real quick because now it's working for me. It's working for my good. So I'm going to apply this and then I'm going to come back with another tip for ya. The next tip, I always use an under eye concealer to brighten up my eye. I mix these two to give it the color that I love, but I will admit, just like with foundations, I have a hard time finding a shade that is perfect, that gives me that perfect highlight, that is not too light, that is not my exact skin tone. So that's another thing that people struggle with, right? They're like, I don't know which concealer to pick to give me that perfect highlight. Now you can do one of two things. You can either get your exact concealer shade, like the same shade that your foundation is in, or you could just use your foundation and then you can go on top with a light powder. Now it will not give you an extreme highlight, but it will brighten it a little bit. And I usually use Ben Nye banana powder. Actually, there's a few that I use, but I've been using this one lately. This is Graftobian. It is called Banana Cream HD Setting Powder. So I've been using this one and I really do like it. I'm gonna have to feature it in another video. Or let's say that you get a concealer that is way too light and you don't want to go through the struggle of having to take it back and try to find another concealer, yada, 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 thus and so. Then you can take a powder that's a little bit deeper. Now this is the Laura Mercier translucent or medium deep translucent powder. You can use the really, really light one and then you can balance it out with the powder that's close to your color. Or I actually use this BH Cosmetics powder to set my foundation. If I had a concealer that was extremely too light, I would just turn around and use my face makeup or my face powder to apply on top to balance that out. But in this case, we're going to use a concealer that is very, very close to my skin tone because I find that this is the problem that most people face. So I'm going to show you how to lighten that up a little little bit, because I feel like getting a concealer that is close to your shade is the easiest route to go, because a lot of times there are powders like the ones I mentioned, the Ben Nye Banana Powder, you have Sacha Buttercup, and then you have this Graftobian. Now, I'm not going to say that it works on every skin tone, but I have seen people with deeper skin than mine actually use powders like this. So I would just say if you're ranging from deep to maybe medium deep, you can get away with this, and it will be easier to get your skin tone concealer. I really hope that made sense, girl. So I'm just going to show you, because y'all know I say I can show you better than I can tell you. Now, this is really, really close to my skin tone. As a matter of fact, I use this on my lids to mute out any discoloration. And I love this concealer too by Sephora. It's just that they do not have a shade that I want that matches me perfectly. I have to mix them, just like all my other ones for the most part. So anyway, just apply that. And I do like it though, because it does brighten. But this is not a Sephora review because I totally have one already. So anyway, I'm going to take the same beauty blender and I'm going to put some of that powder on there. I'm going to shake it off just a little bit and I'm going to put the powder on there and then I'm going to place it on top. So you see how that brightens it a little bit. Now it's not an extreme highlight like I told you guys. I really love this powder though. So you just, you know, you can apply more. Just don't do too much to where it's like cakey, but you can apply more of it to give you that highlight look. See, I never noticed that this concealer kind of has a little orange to it, actually, which is why it works perfect on my lid. The next tip I'm going to show you guys is what to do if you apply too much blush. Our hope is not lost, y'all, because y'all know I am not into too much blush. So I'm going to show you what I do, which I've shown this in other videos too. But like I said, I want to show you in this video where you have it all in one spot. One big happy family. So what I do when I apply too much blush like that is I take my beauty blender, I find the cleanest side, okay? Because we've been using it, all right? We've been using it. And then I blend it out like so. And do you guys see how it's making it more subtle? And listen, if that is still not working, I will take that same brush, which I love, Morphe E1, but I'll take that same brush that has my powder on it and I will go over that and just kind of blend it out. And so you see it kind of toned it down a little bit. It's still popping, I mean, and that's okay. But if it's still too much for you, you can go back into your powder and then go over it. And you see it kind of just, it toned it down a little more. And then continue to do that as you need to, but this is fine. Like I'm okay with it right there. And then you can do your highlighter the same way. Like if you put too much on, you can always take your beauty blender to shear it out a little bit. But I like a good highlighter. And you guys, I am proud to report that this is the first highlighter that I've ever hit pan on. Can y'all see that? This is Ofra Beverly Hills. And so, I applied a little too much, y'all. But with this, I just kind of keep blending. You can use your beauty blender, but I really like highlights, so I just find a way to make it work. I know you're like, I need to see the final product. I need to see the finished look. Well, here you go, girl. This is basically how you fix mistakes and still end up looking flawless. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up. If it helped you in any way at all, don't forget to thumbs up. And most importantly, you guys, do not forget to join the fam bam, okay? Because I would love to have you in the family, all right? And also, I have two other things that I have to tell you guys. Well, not four. I have two other things that I need to tell you guys. Numero uno, don't forget, you guys, that I have a jewelry website. It is called Ckey Jewels. That is where this choker came from, and that is where this ring right here came from. Super cute. Every single piece on the site is $5. I repeat, every single thing on the site is $5. Now the earrings, I've had these for 50,000 years and I have no idea. Seriously, let's try that again. I have no idea where I got them from, okay? And then the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about is that I have a new channel. It is a spinoff of this channel, but it's where we get a little more personal. And also, I want to do a gospel playlist over there because if you follow me on Snapchat, y'all know that we get it in with the gospel music. You guys have an awesome, blessed day. And I will see you sooner than you think. Bye.
CkeyBeauty, confidence is key. You know what I mean. A woman feels good when she's looking pretty. I don't need no Benz, Lexus, or a Range Rover. Just give your girl a bomb CkeyBeauty makeover. Confidence is key, ladies, you know what I mean. Or maybe her eyeshadow and mascara will help you see. Check out her foundation and the blush on her cheek. Yeah, we ain't playing games, it's the CkeyBeauty. Yeah, CkeyBeauty.